what are those X factor ingredients that you could put in an answer at various sections.
This is the X factor that you need in your answer.
One good source of current affairs, it can be Civilsdaily.
You need to have that X factor in your answer.
With the help of X factor notes.
This is the best notes you can have.
I used to read their X factor notes.
The questions are very good and even the answers were very detailed and they were, I extracted a lot of content from them.
Hello everyone. Today I'll talk about a very serious topic which is about your mains preparation. And a part of mains preparation is about when you write tests, when you join any test series, you expect a lot of transparency about what is the way in which your copy is going to get evaluated, who is the person who is evaluating it, what kind of blueprint are they following, are there certain guidelines which can be relevant to UPSC or comes as close as to UPSC evaluation, are they following those guidelines, etc. What happens is every year lakhs and lakhs of aspirants, they join mains test series in a hope that that they will have a lot of practice about answer writing, which is justified. They will have a lot of discipline, etc. In a very systematic manner, they'll be able to cover their syllabus test by test, and they'll at the same time go through the assessment. The second expectation almost every aspirant has from their mains test series is the top class evaluation. But what generally ends up happening, and all of you who's watching this video will 100% agree to this, is that more often than not, you have no idea who's the evaluator. And with a lot of awareness nowadays, people also understand and they are also aware of the fact that 8 out of 10 evaluators are just previously failed UPSC aspirants looking for a career in this industry or for a part-time job while they are preparing for the exam. Now that has a lot of issues with it because on one side, aspirants' expectation is like someone who is mature, veteran in the industry who understands how UPSC evaluation works. They are the one evaluating, but at the same time, that's not what they get. Third problem is what after evaluation? Let's say I get the copy, although they have very generic, mechanical, average answers or comments from the mentor or from the evaluators. But what after that? How do I improve? How do I convert that comment or whatever evaluation you have given me into some progress in next test and test after test, so that ultimately I should see my name in the list, right? Today I am going to talk about this. Second, I am going to exactly show you the guidelines, evaluation guidelines that Civilsdaily follows. It is in layers, layer 1, layer 2, etc. Third, I'll show you the actual evaluated copies of All India Rank 3. I'll also show you some of the ways in which we take care of post-test, after evaluation is done, how one-on-one mentorship comes into play, how post-test discussion comes into play, etc. So we have a lot to cover. Stay till the end of the video. This is the only video you need to decide what is the value of your mains test series as of today, right? I'll also talk about one of our most famous program, Smash Mains, and we are launching batch for that. So stay till the end. We have a lot to cover. And especially if you're a beginner who hasn't started writing answers, this video is a must watch for you. Let's start. Like I said, UPSC mains test series evaluation is a lie. Why I'm saying this? Because you'll all of you mostly agree that they are mechanical in nature. By mechanical, I mean they're just giving you some check marks, writing, okay, you can improve, you can write this better, but how? There's no substantiation to that argument. Generic comments, like I said, absurd, generic, improve this thing, add more examples, fix your structure, introduction can be better, conclusion you can do better, etc. The generic gyan, I mean, it doesn't take, it's not a rocket science like to figure this out that the whatever evaluation you're getting is just mechanical and generic. Average doesn't move a needle, it doesn't help neither freshers, beginners or veteran aspirants at all. It's a complete waste of their time and delayed. It takes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, etc. sometimes over a month. Answer copy checking is absurd and not reliable. Like I said, the whole idea of writing mains test series is that I should be coming very close to the UPSC actual mains pattern. Second, I should have a really good discipline of writing tests. Third, I should get evaluation as close as to the UPSC standard so that there's a predictability in my preparation. Fourth, after the test, I should be getting someone one-on-one to discuss my copies, etc. so that I can fix my gaps, improve next time. It's that simple. but that's not how it goes in real life, right? So evaluation without long-term one-on-one support is like a cart without horse. Where do you move? You're just sitting in the cart. You get this evaluated copy. Now what do I do? Now I can, first of all, the comments from the so-called evaluator or mentor is mechanical, generic, average, etc. That itself is a very big, massive problems. Every day, thousands and thousands of aspirants see their copies, and this is what they realize. Like, what do I do? It's extremely disappointing for these hardworking aspirants to go through this kind of pain, right? If you don't get any kind of support after your copy is evaluated, it's like sitting on a cart without horse. You are not able to move forward. Aspirants lose more than they gain in terms of money, 100%, in terms of energy, focus. The most important cost that an aspirant pays when they realize that evaluation is a lie. It is just some mechanical thing, like hundreds of failed aspirants sitting at the back end, just copy checking, etc., and giving random comments, average 4-5 marks, etc. The real aspirants on the other end, who is expecting a top-notch transparent evaluation, which brings them close to UPSC standards, they lose the opportunity cost. Because imagine taking a detour. They are misguided. They are taking these things so serious. Like, okay, this is what it is. Their confidence can be killed 100%. They are randomly, defocused now, like on something else because of some random comments, right? They have changed their preparation strategy altogether, which was already working for them, or which there's a high chance it would have worked in the actual mains, right? They're not able to enrich their answers. Their content is not building. Nothing. There's no improvement happening. So they're losing a big opportunity cost of that particular year attempt, right? Okay. Now I'm going to talk about how do Civilsdaily evaluates the copy under our mains test series, which is Smash Mains program, right? I have divided aspirants into two categories. First, anyone who scores below 100 marks in their test series out of 250 marks, right? So out of 250 marks, right? So these are people who are just beginning to write answers, beginners, etc. People who have, never qualified mains, etc. They are still scoring below average or average marks, which is kind of 100 marks, right? In their test series out of 250, right? Now, here's the thing. Whenever all our evaluators go through certain kind of training at Civilsdaily, a rigorous training, and they are given guidelines so that they can have some blueprint, some idea how to actually evaluate and give respect to the aspirants' answers, etc., and justify their expectation, right? So we expect evaluators to first hit this level. We call it level 1. All the evaluators at Civilsdaily will have to understand that, and this is the basic level. What is the basic level? First, whenever a copy comes, they should be able to identify the theme and demand of the questions. All the evaluators, whenever they see the copy, they have to ask a simple question. Was the aspirant able to identify the theme and the demand of the questions? And we'll dive deep into this because it's not that simple as it looks. Second is that, was the student able to understand and align the answers or introduction or the body to the directives and the tail word of the question? Again, I'll take a lot of examples here. Third is introductions, and fourth is conclusion. This is the most basic expectation we have from our evaluator. Agar aap itna bhi nahi kar sakte hai, they will not work at Civilsdaily, they will not be working here. This is the most basic level of understanding aptitude we expect from our evaluators in our Smash Mains test series. ये basic level 1 है, right? Now let me show you what level, this is below 100 marks. Let me show you what level 2 looks like. Level 2 is anyone, it's the game. There are a lot of aspirants, veterans, etc., even first time attempters who are part of a Smash Mains test series. They're really good at articulating, writing answers, etc. So their marks is somewhere between above 100, 110, 115, etc., right? So how do we train evaluator to optimize their skill set to evaluate copies beyond the basic level 1, right? Now here is a game. The copy goes through an extra layer of normalization. This is very important so that we compare copies with toppers, previous year toppers, like different kind of batchmates that they have in the same course, etc. So copy goes through normalization so that there is no random marking given and then your expectation shoots up or shoot down, and in actual UPSC, the variation is very hard. We are the only mains guidance program where your test marks are almost have a variation of max to max 5 to 7 or 10 marks. That's it. as close as it gets. Your actual test marks and 4, 5, like below 10 marks is what we have mostly seen, right? So we come very close, and once you hit 100 plus marks, your copy goes through one extra layer of normalization with not the same evaluator. This is a different evaluation team that will take care of your copies because you are scoring more now. Second, checks on the creativity and original points. This is again because you are writing above average answers. We want to make sure that you are getting better at creativity and original points. Like there is a lot of things which happens during the exam hall that you come across certain points, you write it, etc. These are the things which do not come from the original, standard syllabus or reference book, etc. You have stretched your opinion. These are the boundaries of your knowledge of last 1 year preparation. Suddenly a point sits and you're able to write these points. Trust me, these points get you half 1 marks, etc. extra. Okay. Now another point, dimension coverage and X factor notes. This is important because in mains exam, they are testing your opinion. They're trying to understand that do you understand a topic from multiple dimensions, etc. And can you write something which others are not writing? Same point. Yes, you will be able to complete syllabus, etc. But can you write better than others, right? So that's where X factor, original points, etc. come. So the extra layer of checking focuses again on dimension coverage and X factor notes. Was the aspirant able to do it? Any evaluator who is checking 100 plus marks copy will have to have a skill of identifying these things in the aspirant's copy. Last, interlinking micro themes. There are a lot of themes, and like I said, look at this, themes and demand. There are a lot of questions where you have interlinked themes, etc. So if in a question they're asking multiple themes and demand, your conclusion, your body, your content has a lot of interlinking between different themes, micro themes, etc. And if you're not catering them, then it's a problem, right? So look at this. These are the kind of steps. This is level 1. People who score 100 plus, they get this copy goes to another team which takes care of level 2 optimization, and these evaluators have skills which will help them go through your copies from these factors, from these lenses. This is the level at which we keep things transparent. This is our standard operating procedure, right? Now I'll show you Civilsdaily Smash Mains answer evaluation guidelines. All right, here are certain guidelines. I hope you are able to see. Now there are some table for marks, etc. There are body practices, etc. Right? I'll directly jump to themes and demand. Right? Look at here. First thing that I want you to focus on, this word, question type. I can guarantee you almost 70-80% aspirants or evaluators don't even understand the kind of question that was asked in the test series. We have divided almost 7 to 8 question types. Let's say first, direct questions with explicit demand. This is the first type of questions. An evaluator should be able to understand what is the type of question. Let's say an example, this is an original PYQ. What were the major technological changes introduced during Sultanate period? How did these technological changes influence the Indian society? This is the actual PYQ question. What is the theme of the question? Sultanate period and technological changes. What is the demand of the question? Here, the demand of the questions are explicit. Look at this. You can see here, explicit demand. Okay. Now, see here, explicit demand 1, major technological changes during Sultanate period, and second is how did that technological changes affect the Indian society, influence the Indian society, right? So this is the table. Then you see directive. What are the directive? What and how? What is the approach? Directives have a minimum role in demand identification as demands are already clear. So when the demand is already cleared, the approach and comments from the evaluator should be, their way to check your answer should be that even if an aspirant has not focused much on directives, in this kind of questions where explicit demands are mentioned, directives have minimum role. So here aspirants can take direct approach. No specific ratio mentioned as demands are explicit and straightforward, right? Now, let me show you another type of questions. This is a statement-based question. Let's say an evaluator is checking a statement-based question. He or she is evaluating the copy. This is the question. Public charitable trusts have the potential to make India's development more inclusive as they relate to certain vital public issues. Comment. Okay, what is the theme? Public charitable trust. What is the demand? Implicit demand is role of public charitable institution in the making. Okay, and what is second one? Dealing with the vital. Now, whenever there is an implicit demand, okay, the directive is, what is the directive? Comment. Okay, so whenever there are implicit demands and the directive is comment, you should have a 70-30 approach in your answers. Evaluator knows this. This is the level of nuance. Edge cases we have covered everything. Like इतना sharp level पे evaluation and understanding होनी चाहिए कि बच्चा क्या लिख रहा है. Now इसमें पहले से ही expectation है evaluator को कि भाई 70-30 approach होनी चाहिए. What is 70-30? Address the core demand in the 70% of the content and go beyond the demand in 30% of the pages. This is very clear. Beyond the demand, discuss issues of public charitable trust in India. For example, misuse of funds, poor governance, etc. Structure कैसा होना चाहिए? Intro, definition, objective example of public charitable trust, body में होना चाहिए, vital public issues होने चाहिए, ठीक है? ये मतलब this is for 10 marker. Role of public charitable trust in inclusive development, heading, pointer format with example होना चाहिए. Beyond demand, issues with public charitable trust, conclusion, suggestive tone होनी चाहिए कि ये चीजें हम कर सकते हैं. Let's discuss few more. I'll take 1 or 2 more example. There are questions like questions with statement and then continue with the explicit demand. ये रहा actual question. ये इस category का question है जहाँ पे एक statement होता है और एक explicit demand है. Directive क्या है? Theme क्या है? E-governance, right? An interactive service model. What is the demand? Role of e-governance. Demand 1, demand 2. ठीक है? What is the directive? Evaluate. जब भी आपको evaluate directive आएगा, आपको 50-50% approach रखनी है. That's the idea evaluator has, right? Let's say questions with the directive. Analyze the role of local bodies. Theme क्या है? Local body, third tier of government. Explicit demand क्या है? Role of local bodies in good governance. Second demand ये है. What is the directive? Analyze and bring out pros and cons. Analyze directive में like you have to talk about both sides. So hence 50-50% for analyze structure. Intro, reference to local bodies. Democratic decentralization, pros and cons of merging rural and urban local bodies, use table format, conclusion. ये सारे के सारे जो prompts, guidelines दी गई है ये evaluator के लिए है. This is what an evaluator needs to understand while they are checking the copies of these aspirants, right? ये बिल्कुल basic level है. This is not a hi-fi thing. If this is, अगर इतना भी transparency से आपको नहीं बताया जा रहा है, there is a huge problem. It's a waste of your time, money and everything. मत करो यार, मतलब it's better that you self-evaluate your copies, understand few things from here. I'll summarize. First is क्या आप theme and demand identify करवा पा रहे हो? Look at this. Theme and demand identification. We are still on level 1. ठीक है? So under that you have different kind of questions. Statement based. Each question demands different kind of theme identification, demand identification, and after that there is a directive, and each directives may informs the evaluator and aspirants की कौन सी अप्रोच से आंसर आपको चेक करना है. क्या बच्चे ने 70-30 अप्रोच ली है, 50-50 अप्रोच ली है, एक्सेट्रा. अगर नहीं ली है, basis that, right? If aspirant is living up to these things or copies, then only award the marks. So that we have a really objective standards set. कोई subjectivity उतनी है नहीं, कोई ऐसे random marks नहीं दे देना, etc. We have a proper explanation why certain marks was given to you in that copy, and you come very close to what UPSC demands, right? Let's come to the second one, directive and tail words. Let's discuss the second one. This is the second guidelines, right? Directives and tail words. Enumerate, explain, estimate. These are the different kind of. I'm sure a lot of you must have, whenever you see mains ka copy, so you know these are the directives, right? Now, example questions. For example, explain. What is EI? How can it be learned? Explain the significance of 101 Constitutional Amendment Act, right? Estimate. These are the example of each questions, right? Now, let's say explain करके आपको directive है या tail word है. What it asks for? Reasons, factors, causes and consequences. अगर estimate करके provide reasoned approximations, note the assumptions. अगर define करके precise meaning of the term बताना पड़ेगा आपको. अगर illustrate करके तो use examples, cases of the diagrams, cases or diagrams. अगर describe करके directive या tail word है तो आपको characteristics, features and functions, commitments ये सब बताने पड़ेंगे, right? और देखो, whether the other side needs to be presented. What it means is, whenever a certain kind of directive is asked, do you need to present the opposite, antithesis of it? So let's say, अगर आपने explain करके directives का question आया हुआ है, यही वाला question है, इसमें अदर साइड प्रेजेंट करना इज नॉट नेसेसरी, बट ये सब बेसिक बच्चे को पता ही नहीं है. दे माइट राइट मतलब रैंडम कंक्लूजन या अदर साइड एंटिथेसिस लिख दिया कि ऐसा भी है, एनालाइज वाला डायरेक्टिव में लिख दिया, राइट. लेट्स से इवैल्यूएट में डिटरमाइन वर्थ बाय वेइंग द प्रोज एंड कॉन्स, ये अप्रोच होनी चाहिए. यस, अदर साइड शुड बी गिवन इक्वल वेटेज. what is this asking for, right? For example, ये वाला देखते हैं, elaborate या comment. Look at this, elaborate और comment अगर डायरेक्टिव है तो what should be the approach? Expand on the idea beyond the basics or brief opinion or observation. Does it demand the other side? Just one para before conclusion on counterpoint if it fits. Same thing here. ठीक है. तो दिस इज अगेन योर डायरेक्टिव्स एंड टेलवर्ड्स के बेसिस पे इवैल्यूएटर को कैसे सिखाया जाता है, कैसे उनकी ट्रेनिंग होती है. इंट्रोडक्शंस, लेट्स गो बैक टू द इंट्रोडक्शन में कैसे होता है. इंट्रोडक्शन में भी जैसे क्वेश्चंस की कैटेगरी डिसाइड की थी वैसे इंट्रोडक्शन में हमने डिवाइड करके रखा हुआ है. लेवल 1 इंट्रोडक्शन, यू कैन सी हियर इट्स अ ओके इंट्रोडक्शन. लेवल 2 गुड इंट्रोडक्शन. लेवल 3 यू हैव टॉपर लेवल इंट्रोडक्शन एंड बियॉन्ड दैट, राइट. हाउ डज इट चेंज? डिस्क्रिप्शन एंड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. लेवल 1 इज definition based introduction. It simply defines a keyword but does not set the context of the theme properly. This is level 1. half marks मिलता है इसमें. एग्जाम्पल भी दिया एक्चुअल जिससे कि इवेल्यूएटर को पता हो कि क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं, राइट. दिस इज द क्वेश्चंस एंड दिस इज द लेवल 1 इंट्रोडक्शन. जस्ट वेट so that you read, right. This is level 2. level 2 इंट्रोडक्शन में क्या होता है? That the aspirant, if you see an aspirant writing level 2 introduction, this is how it will look like. That he or she is able to interlink the two keyword of the theme-based contextual introduction. ठीक है. मान लो gender equality और gender budgeting, tradition और modernity. ठीक है. यहाँ पे you can see example here. Same question का. Level 3 introduction क्या होता है? A theme-based contextual. इसमें क्या होता है कि level 2 में good introduction क्या होता है कि आपने data-driven introduction कर दिया है, right? And then you are able to tie it with the theme. Level 3 क्या है? Theme based contextual argument substantiated with a relevant example. This is considered the top level of introduction. You can clearly understand. And आपको example चाहिए तो ये है level 3 introduction का example. 1.5 marks. Again, code based introduction can be used to craft a compelling introduction of themes like Indian Constitution. 1.5 marks. And this is again, right? So that was about introduction. Now last is conclusion, right? So in conclusion, again, we have certain standard operating procedures. Look at this. What are the different types of conclusion? Highlight present day context based conclusion. ठीक है. इसमें क्या कर रहे हो? Main uses context में connecting the historical or ongoing phenomena to recent events, discoveries or current issues, emphasizing their contemporary relevance or impact. Example भी दिया हुआ है evaluator के लिए. Conclusion का example भी है. ठीक है. मैं आपको ये और दिखा देता हूँ. Another kind of conclusion is futuristic conclusion, projecting forward to the future goals. ये रहा example उसका. This is the example of futuristic conclusion. Let's say third one, balanced conclusion. इसमें आप you are getting more nuanced. Like look at this, nuanced perspective, acknowledging complexity, right? And you are seeking equilibrium, collaboration between seemingly opposing forces. तो ये देखो, ये रहा example. Federal system पे एक example है. ठीक है, सेंट्रल एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. समरी प्लस वैल्यू एडिशन बेस्ड कंक्लूजन अगर किसी ने दिया है तो ये रहा एग्जांपल. और ईच एंड एवरी विल हैव अ डिफरेंट मार्क. सिग्निफिकेंस बेस्ड कंक्लूजन, सो यू हैव एम्फसाइजिंग द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ इम्प्लीकेशन, ऑनगोइंग वैल्यू ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट, नेचुरल फिनोमेना एटसेट्रा, साइंटिफिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग, इक्विटेबल आउटकम्स. एंड दिस इज द एग्जांपल, राइट, of a significance based conclusion. So again, there are different kind of conclusions, etc. Okay, I'll summarize. For theme, this is the level 1. These are the general guidelines that Civilsdaily gives to its evaluators to maintain transparency and to maintain the trust between the aspirants and the evaluator. कि कुछ भी random उठ के कुछ भी marks नहीं देना है. There's a proper procedure and we need to make sure that aspirants figure out and find and feel कि बिल्कुल यूपीएससी के ऑलमोस्ट क्लोजेस्ट लेवल पे इवैल्यूएशन हो रहा है, उतनी ऑब्जेक्टिविटी हमने मेंटेन कर रखी है. ठीक है. और इसका इम्पैक्ट आई विल शो यू व्हाट इज द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ ऑल दिस ऑन एस्पायरेंट्स एंड रैंकर्स. देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. उसके बेसिस पे इवैल्यूएट करते हैं क्या थीम आइडेंटिफाई करी बच्चे ने कि नहीं, डिमांड क्या है, डायरेक्टिव क्या है, उसके हिसाब से होता है इवैल्यूएशन. सेकंड कम्स डायरेक्टिव, क्या बच्चे का कंटेंट इंट्रो एटसेट्रा अलाइंड है उस डायरेक्टिव से, अगर है तो अपोजिट साइड लिखनी है नहीं लिखनी है, किस डायरेक्टिव में लिखनी है नहीं लिखनी है. देन कम्स इंट्रोडक्शन, उसमें भी बहुत सारे लेवल 1, लेवल 2, लेवल 3. अगर डेटा ड्रिवन मल्टी थीम इंट्रो लिखा है तो बेस्ट है. देन कम्स कंक्लूजन, अगेन डिफरेंट टाइप्स. फ्यूचरिस्टिक है, हाईलाइट है, कोड बेस्ड है, बैलेंस्ड है, you know, summary and value addition है या significance based conclusion है. So again, this wraps up the evaluation at Civilsdaily where aspirant is getting less than 100 marks, right? And then comes above 100 marks जहाँ पे मैंने बताया एक added extra layer पे जाती है. And यहाँ पे थोड़ी subjectivity है, but we make sure कि आपकी copy मतलब कंटिन्यूअसली इतनी रिफाइन होती रहे evaluation यहाँ पे कि आपके ओरिजिनल पॉइंट्स आने लगे हैं, एक्स फैक्टर ऐड कर रहे हो, मल्टी टफेस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन यू आर एबल टू राइट एटसेट्रा, राइट? सो आई शोड यू द यूपीएससी स्मैश यूपीएससी का यहाँ पे जो मेंस टेस्ट सीरीज का इवैल्यूएशन है, स्मैश मेंस का इवैल्यूएशन, आई शोड यू द गाइडलाइंस, राइट? नाउ आई वांट टू शो यू द इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ एक्चुअल रैंक 3 कॉपीज व्हिच इज अर्चित डोंगरे. आई विल शो यू द कॉपी. These are the evaluated copy of rank 3 Archit, right? Let me show you some of the copies, how this has been evaluated. This is again, let me show you GS paper 1 ka copy. Let's say a question is, he has written highlighting the factors behind the formation of different types of deserts, give a brief account of the major landforms found in them. सबसे पहले आप देखो मेंटर ने क्या कमेंट कर रखा है, ठीक है? एक्सप्लिसिट डिमांड 1 है, थीम ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, और एक्सप्लिसिट डिमांड 2 का ये लिखा हुआ है. दीज आर एक्चुअल मेंटर्स कमेंट आई एम शोइंग यू. ये 1 2 3 थिंग्स. इंट्रो के बाद सीधा कमेंट क्या है? क्लाइमेटिक फैक्टर्स बेस्ड डेफिनेशन. जैसे मैंने आपको अभी भी दिखाया था कि देयर इज अ, हमारी इवैल्यूएशन में कैटेगराइज करके लिखते हैं. इसका लिखा हुआ है कि दिस एस्पायरेंट हु इज रैंक 3 ऑल इंडिया रैंक 3 is giving a climatic factor based definition, right? 25 centimeter factual inaccuracy है, तो 50 centimeter और lesser लिखा हुआ है, but that's ठीक है, right? He has written lesser etc. Factors behind the formation of desert, so valid factors mentioned, supplemental, ठीक है, ये भी लिखा हुआ है. Comments. Now we will see more relevant examples etc. ठीक है. Look at more comments. Geography answer requirement met by drawing relevant maps. ये है, तो आंसर के स्ट्रक्चर कैसा लिखा है वो लिखा हुआ है. डाइवर्सिफाइड लैंड फॉर्म्स मेंशन्ड, सप्लीमेंटेड बाय रेलेवेंट फिगर्स, ये लिखा हुआ है. डिस्क्रिप्शन अबाउट द फीचर्स ऑफ लैंड फॉर्म सप्लीमेंटेड द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन, तो काफी कंटेक्चुअल, मतलब रैंडम नहीं लिख दे रहे हैं, राइट? कंक्लूजन में क्या है? कंक्लूजन रिलेटेड कंक्लूजन हाईलाइटिंग प्रोसेस इन्फ्लुएंसिंग द लैंड फॉर्म. सो लुक एट द काइंड ऑफ इवैल्यूएशन दैट वी डू. दिस इज रैंक 3 कॉपी evaluated by us. So theme of the question, demand of the question, I'll just quickly walk you through the evaluation. This is not the end of it, right? There are comments which will add immense value if they are evaluated like this, right? This is GS paper 1, this is GS paper 2. You can see these are demand 1, demand 2. This is way ahead is implicit and theme of the questions. Look at the what is the category of this introduction? Article based introduction plus key term is mentioned. This is how each answer is broken down into sub parts, and then it is evaluated from the guidelines that we have given, which are 100% transparent. Major aims highlighted as the compatible points, right? So implicit demand met, ठीक है? So I can just look at this again. These are the actual copies of rank 3, all India rank 3 Archit Dongre, evaluated by us. So you can see, right, different kinds of comments from the mentors, right? Quickly, I'll help you move forward to, like I've already shown you the rank 3 copies, annotated, etc., evaluated by Civilsdaily, etc., right? Now, I want to show you what is the impact of being a part of such an evaluation of your copies, that, right? Like, how does it even help? So, this is the first copy of All India Rank 2 Animesh, part of our UAP program, writing Smash Mains copies. Look at the comment. Missed the second para altogether. मतलब पूरा आंसर भी, this is all India rank through, not able to complete even the question का आंसर, मतलब पूरा आंसर भी क्वेश्चन भी पूरा एड्रेस नहीं कर पा रहे, right? And this is just few months before the mains. Like this is just few months before the mains. Look at the answer copies, and this is just before the mains, all India rank 2 Animesh, right? That is the massive change that happens when you have right evaluation. Okay, you want to check highest score 400 420 plus जो भी aspirant लाते हैं, you'll find Civilsdaily के ही बच्चे हैं. 473 Animesh Pradhan, you have Pawan Datta 447, again ultimate assessment program Smash Mains, both of them students. Adit Pandey 426, again ultimate assessment program student. You have Archita Bhattacharya 412 number, again Smash Mains, Harshit Agrawal, 414, 414, 410, anyone. These are the actual Smash Mains mentorship, mains guidance program, ultimate assessment program, year-long program, aspirants, right? So if you're a beginner, the biggest issue you should be focusing right now is that am I able to meet the demand of the UPSC, and this is your preparation is going somewhere else, right? तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. आपका evaluation इतना ज़्यादा impact करता है आपके preparation पे that don't underestimate it. So we have a Smash Mains program, right? And like I said, it is a rigorously any aspirant who is looking for a very rigorous assessment based program, especially this program is now customized and launched for the first time mains aspirant who haven't done any answer writing. If you are someone who has not done any answer writing or a little bit here and there, or if you have done but your evaluation is just not worth looking at, then this is the program, Smash Mains 2026. We are focusing mostly on the aspirants who have not done much answer writing. They want to make up for the lost month. January mid tak aap mains ready ho jaoge. Be a part of this program, and it makes you go through a heavily rigorous assessment. Okay? So I'll just quickly tell you the pillars. One is mentorship, then the way we frame the questions in this test series, answer writing frameworks kya hote hain, answer evaluation I already told you, and then model answers and expected notes, right? This is the basic test of polity. This is advanced test. The basis on which we frame the question is 100% PYQ. That's why we have the highest hit ratio. Ask anyone who is part of a Smash Mains program, they will tell you they were able to see a lot of questions each year in their mains paper, etc. So because we do a heavy research on previous year question, which is also known as microthemes. So you'll cover all the microthemes for mains if you are part of Smash Mains, right? Your three main important objectives should be meeting the demand of the UPSC and the question. Second, finding the right evaluator. And third, conveying to the evaluator that you have met the demand of the question. It's that simple. We don't complicate preparation. It's that simple, right? The whole aim of this program is to help you score 450 plus marks. All right. This is Smash Mains. These are the things that we cover in a Smash Mains program, right? There is a link in the description. You'll find the brochure for the program, right? And I'll also tell you a little bit about what happens once your copy is evaluated. That is the post-test discussion. So here, addressing the implicit and explicit demand of the questions properly. वो discuss होता है कि आपने किया कि नहीं किया, and how it could be done better. Then the weightage to the each demand, right? Did you spend enough time writing about each demand, addressing the each demand? How was your space management? Were you able to use relevant diagrams, etc.? All those things, structure of the answers, and were you able to link introduction and conclusion to the core themes? Very important, right? Content side of the things when we discuss credibility of the argument, can you substantiate with some data, etc.? Reports, committee names, etc. Policies, multi-dimensional approach, like don't stick to just one. Open up other dimensions, new original creative points which you can bring into answers really helps. X factor for 1 extra marks, of course, our expected notes are very famous. So were you able to utilize them? And on the presentation side of vertical visibility, appropriate diagrams, cleanliness till the last page, so that they are legible. Like, what's the point if examiner can't even read what you're writing, right? So that's the presentation side, right? So focus on these three things is what we keep in a Smash Mains. One is we try to expose the gaps, especially early freshers, aspirants जिन्होंने कभी mains नहीं लिखा है, who have never written much answers. They have a lot of gaps which almost become a blind spot if they don't fix, right? And it hurts them in the exam hall, etc. This is the round one of the Smash Mains. Then comes, can you develop a good superior answer writing skill set by a lot of feedback, by a lot of tests, etc. You'll be sitting with Arvind sir, Subham sir, and the whole team, right? You'll be conversing with mentors, etc. Understanding how do you keep improving your answer writing skills. And round three is that, can you develop the skills which you can imitate in the actual mains exam hall? This is where things get, this is the last leg of your mains preparation. You'll be ready after that, right? This is the number. Like I said, we keep this Smash Mains program, we are keeping open for the people who have never written mains for now. This is a subset of the main Smash Mains program. People who have never done answer writing but looking for a rigorous assessment based program which pushes them to write a lot of answers, go through a rigorous assessment, find evaluators who are really worth their salt. This is the level of training Civilsdaily does for evaluators. You'll hands down not find it anywhere, this kind of investment. We respect the energy, time aspirants put while they are writing answers. We give them the same respect, same level of objective evaluation, as close as possible to the UPSC with the least variance between your actual test marks and the actual mains marks. Least variance, hands down. So if you're looking for something like that, this is my number, 9266777821. Call me. My name is Prayas. You will be talking to me directly. Call on this number. Okay, we will discuss about your mains preparation. We will discuss about how's your preparation going, what is the issue, are there certain gaps. You can also share some of your copies for evaluation, etc. We'll see, and you can 100% join Smash Mains 2026. We are running some scholarship also. 9266777821. Call on this number directly. Let's have a conversation and let's make sure 2026 is the mains that you will see your name in the list. This is the exam. Make sure you hit the list this time. All right. And if you have not done any answer writing, don't worry, we'll take care of it. Just call on this number, talk to me directly. I 100% help you. We are heavily invested in all the aspirants. Just call on this number and I'll see you on the other side. Check Smash Mains brochure in the description and let's crack it this year. All the best.